Welcome to One Up Me, episode 45. And we're just going to have a discussion about whatever we want. Enjoy the show.
So, Jordan, I got a question.
Okay, ask away.
What are your thoughts on Fritos?
I like them. The originals are okay. The chili cheese ones I like using for nachos. Either, just cutting the bag open and putting all the contents inside of the bag and eating it out of the bag like that. But just for snacking wise, if I'm just, chilling and eating Fritos for some reason, if all the other chips were sold out, I'd be eating the Flamin' Hot Fritos.
I heard somebody talking about. Excuse me. I heard someone talking about those yesterday. I'm gonna move my chair up a little bit.
They're
good. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really like. I like Fritos in other food. Okay, like
Frito
in chili,
like a Frito pie sort of a thing.
Sure. I'm not exactly sure what that is.
It's where you just take Fritos and put it at the bottom of a bowl and then put chili on top of it.
So just chili.
Yes, just chili.
Just chili with Fritos. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Like Sonic has this new. I don't know if you've had it or not. I actually recommend it. They have like this new Frito menu thing, where they have. I live way too close to a Sonic. They have a Frito burrito, like chili burrito thing, where they have chili and cheese and Fritos inside of a burrito.
That doesn't sound too bad.
No, it's really good. I had a bunch of them when they first came out, and I need to probably get some more before they. I'm sure it's probably a limited time thing, but you kind of never know with Sonic because they have that. They have a soft pretzel that they've had for a while now, and I think that they've just added it to the menu. So
Probably.
who knows?
Yeah, they probably just realized this guy that does a podcast and writes occasionally really likes our soft pretzels, so we should definitely keep them on the menu for him, or he might starve.
Really specific criteria.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that like video games and write articles that also enjoy soft pretzels. So, it's not just you.
Okay, so, so this is, like Jordan said, the One of Me podcast. My name is Ryan, and I'm joined by my co-host, Jordan Sims. Today's, we're going to be talking about, who knows, there's a possibility we're going to do some Overwatch versus Apex. We will see where that, oh crap, I knocked my mouse halfway across my desk. And I turned my volume down. There we go.
There you go.
We're just kind of go with the flow, and we got some, I guess, news about the podcast. I guess we can just talk about as it comes up. But let's just talk about what we've been playing here. Jordan, you can go first.
So, during One Up My News, episode whatever it was, 24, 25, which you can listen to now because it's out by the time you hear this, I played some Tetris 99. Still don't know what's going on in that game. It's actually kind of cool.
So, okay, I figured it out, actually, kind of.
Explain it.
So it's basically just Tetris.
Okay.
And all that other crap is just, like, people being attacked, and those lines going towards you are, like, you being attacked. And when they get a line, not a line of blocks out of the way, if they're not two, they send two lines to you, three, and then so on and so forth.
Okay.
And then those little things at the top, you can set when you knock a line, it sends that amount of bricks to, or blocks, whatever you want to call them, to another player. And you can set it to manually, and that's when you can move it around. Or you can set it to people that are attacking you, random, or people who have like the most badges, which I guess is people who are doing well. So that's all that is. It's
okay.
Like kind of looks more complicated than it actually is.
It does. It kind of makes my head hurt when I'm playing.
What are your thoughts on it?
I like it. It makes me actually enjoy Tetris because before I'd be like, I'm playing this because I have nothing else to play. But now I kind of find myself wanting to play Tetris a little bit. No, it's actually.
Oh, I've played thousands of hours of Tetris. Tetris, in my opinion, is one of the greatest games of all time, easily.
I just couldn't ever. I've played it on a bunch of different devices, and I just could never truly get into it. And I think this might do it for me. I'm not gonna bust out a Game Boy and play Tetris on it or anything, but I definitely like the fact that I can open up my Switch and play Tetris 99, so I might add it to the rotation of the games I play. But currently, the only thing that's been in the rotation is Apex Legends, which is that game, man. It's grabbed me by my heartstrings, and it's just holding on for dear life. I didn't think anything could kick Kingdom Hearts 3 to the curb this fast for me, but it did, man. It sent it packing. Like, it was my main.
I mean, you beat Kingdom Hearts 3, did you not?
Correct, I did. But there's other stuff I want to do in the game, but it's just like, that can wait. I need to grind out Apex Legends. And when I say grind out, I don't mean like it's a grindy game, like I have a goal in mind. I just meant grind out as in like I want to play more of it so I can get better at it. It doesn't feel grindy in the fact of like, I gotta go do this and that so I can do this. No, it's just let me hop on, let me play as many matches as I want to until I get tired. And then it's like, oh, it's 6 a.m. Whoops. That hadn't happened yet, which I feel is a good sign for my quote-unquote addiction to Apex Legends. And also, if I sound less than enthusiastic today, it's because I'm trying to use only a small percentage of my actual motor functions to do things today because I have a disgusting sinus headache that randomly appeared yesterday, and it has not gone away since. So I will have to go buy some drugs after this, and you might not get any edits in this podcast because my head feels like a can of soup. So just putting that out there now.
What does a can of soup feel like?
It's like someone, like it's an old,
like Camel's Chunky?
Yeah, yes, the inside of my head feels like that, but if you shook it up and then put it into like one of those can crushers, but it's just a repeated loop and it happens every like half a millisecond. It feels like someone is dipping my neurons into like battery acid. It is terrible. So it is not a fun feeling. It's only like the left side of my brain too, so it might be cancer. So who knows?
I don't know if that's. I don't know.
I know that's a big jump. So
have you ever? I mean, do you get headaches like this?
Very, very rarely, and it's usually I don't get like migraines and stuff. It's probably like I'd say 99% a sinus headache, or it could just be stress, which would be very annoying. But that's okay. I'm sure I'll get over it. It's not bad enough to keep me in bed, which is a good sign. So Tetris. Well, what you been playing?
A lot of Apex Legends. I actually feel like I'm getting okay. Yeah, so Apex is kind of like my new Overwatch. Are you trying to tell me what to say?
I'm trying to give them closed caption descriptive.
Kill you.
Fine, bring it on.
Okay. Hold on, one more. Okay. I'm back in 3, 2. Yeah, so I really think that Apex is my kind of like my new Overwatch. I remember when I first started playing that game, I didn't really want to play anything else, and to some degree, that is how I feel about Apex. Not as severely because obviously there are other games that I've been playing. Kingdom Hearts 3 just came out, so I've got to play that. But I feel like I'm actively getting better. I feel like my shooting is getting better. I feel like my knowledge of the map is getting better. My ability to hear and see other players on the map is getting better as well. And it just feels impeccable.
I will say last night Ryan and I got we didn't win, but both of us got 2 kills. And our other teammate just died, which was... But it was a really good experience. We did better with call-outs, and
I feel like that's how I want to play. I don't like playing this pussyfooting around type stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I like because the point of the game, in my opinion at least, is to fight other teams.
And that
was
fun. Like it was just roll up on somebody, 2 teams, and
if you die, you die.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Who cares?
It
can get frustrating if you get like tapped in the head when you have no gear or anything. But that's just if you're gonna play battle royale, you just gotta understand that that's gonna happen sometimes.
So, breaking news in my Discord, one of our friends that has a hentai picture as his Discord thing, which kind of scared me when it popped up on my computer. I was like, what the hell is this? And then the rest of the...
Anytime I get a message on Discord, I have to, if I'm in public, I had to like kind of like put my hand over it and see what it is.
Yeah. So that little picture popped up. Then I saw the Discord. I'm like, okay, thank God. What is happening? He said, just saying, gotta win with Mozambique. Just get good. Screen.
He won with the Mozambique. Is that what he's trying to say?
He won a match with a Mozambique. Screenshot.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Or it didn't happen. Okay, let me... Do not disturb. There we go. Okay. Because he'll just start a full conversation with me, and I'll be like, look, I'm busy right now. And then he'll just be like, blah, blah, blah. Here's this link. I'm like, I'm not going to open that link on my computer. I'll go to the public library and open it, but I'm not going to open it on my computer. Okay, they can get it.
Not in your with your family sitting around you.
Also, yes, and I'd much rather give the public library a virus than than me. Some of the stuff I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, just open this link. It'll download this anime app for you. And I was like, no, I'm good, man. Like, I don't need to play this new game you're playing. It's fine. Like,
I've also been playing some 99 Tetrises. I don't know. I could be wrong. I feel like I'm actually good at Tetris. I got my first win yesterday, so nice. That was fun. I've gotten in the top 10 several times. Man, the first time I got in the top 10, the first couple times actually, it's like a rush. It still is a rush, which is kind of like one of the reasons you play battle royales. You get down to the top few, and you get like a sense of like a rush. There's probably another word I could think of, but
exhilarating.
It gets super fast. The music speeds up, and everyone. There's only 10 people left, so everyone is kind of more into it, I guess. But I really, really enjoy that game. I'm having a lot of online server issues though. I don't know if it's my internet, which is bad, or Nintendo's service, which is also not great.
I'd say it's 80% your internet and 20% Nintendo's fault.
That's probably about right. But yeah, I'll get kicked. Like when for example, I'll get to the top 50 or something, and then just get like a message on my Switch that's like, it turns out your internet is having issues or some nonsense like that. I'm paraphrasing, but I'm like, no, and it just kicked me to the title screen. Man, that game is super basic as far as flowery stuff. It just says Tetris 99, which is what you click to play, options, and like stats, and that's it. There's no, which is actually kind of, I won't say it's similar to Apex. Doesn't have a lot, but I guess it also has like the where you can get skins and stuff as well. So it definitely has more than that. Also, I've been playing some Kingdom Hearts 3. I am not finished with that. Very, very slight spoilers. I guess if you don't want to know any of the worlds or anything, I just finished Monsters Inc.
Nice. And
man, I really like that movie. I was just thinking that while I was playing it. I hadn't thought about that movie in a while. And I just got into the Pirates of the Caribbean world, which actually looks really, really good. It's interesting to see how a game can pull off Winnie the Pooh and Pirates of the Caribbean, and they both look good.
Stupid Lumpy. Lumpy's definitely the devil.
Oh my gosh. There's a character in the Winnie the Pooh world, like this little British elephant named Lumpy. And I was like, who is this? This is not my Winnie the Pooh.
At first,
Winnie the Pooh was actually a thing when I was a kid.
So get this. I can't remember. Is Eeyore still in Winnie the Pooh?
Eeyore was not. I meant to ask about it, but he's not in the game, or he's not in the. He wasn't in it when I played.
Maybe Lumpy killed him, and that's.
I just spelled Eeyore. E-O-Y.
Sure, yeah.
Eeyore in Kingdom Hearts.
He's definitely not in the game
3
at all. I don't think he's in there, man. I think they just.
What happened to Eeyore? Eeyore is killed off.
Exactly. Man, that sucks. Well, I kind of get where they're coming from. I guess they wanted a happy, non-American person rather than Eeyore, who's depressed, because a lot of people. I might be reading too far into this.
Eeyore became a vessel. What?
I don't. Okay, we can talk about that more in our Kingdom Hearts 3 podcast. You've been playing.
Holy crap! Did I just get freaking spoiled? I'm pissed off. I'm hoping. I don't know. I don't even know if that's real. It doesn't really look real. Um, yeah, I've also been playing some Mario and Rabbids, which is like an XCOM style game. Really fun. But I guess that's about all I've been playing.
Make sure you close that tab, by the way, and then delete that search history from your computer so you don't actually ever click on that ever again. just so you know, so there's not a rabbit hole of you getting into Kingdom Hearts 3 spoilers from links that could be linked to that thing you just saw. So,
That's horrible.
Just be careful.
Man, that's horrible. I get my water in my apartment. I may have talked about this before. It's really disgusting, and I have a water filter that I use, but it like got dirty and we need to get a new one. And I'm having to drink. Oh my gosh, it's so bad.
Tap water.
I mean, I don't mind. Normal tap water is fine. This is not. There's something in this.
Some tap
Like I feel like there's
water
something
is
swimming
fine.
around in it.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
live.
gosh,
I live.
It tastes so bad. Oh my gosh.
I live somewhere.
I can't deal with that.
And I couldn't drink their tap water because it had caliche in it, which was like parasites and stuff.
Wait, where was
This
this?
was in New Mexico. I couldn't have.
Oh,
it was,
New Mexico?
yep, New Mexico. Yeah, not Mexico, New Mexico. It's just.
I know they say not to drink the water in Mexico, but
Well,
they also say not to drink the water in New
It
Mexico?
was just this one select town that had caliche in the water, so it was bad for you. Also, I don't try to drink tap water because I don't want to pH test the water everywhere I go because I can't have excess iron in my body. So I just try to drink purified water or bottled water or any water that doesn't have iron in it, pretty much. So.
No iron.
Well, yeah, I get my body.
So you don't like Iron Man?
No, I do like Iron Man. I like Iron Man, AC/DC, Leonard Skinner, Kiss, all the irons.
I didn't say Iron Maiden. You like Kiss? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're cute.
I said Iron. Oh, the song Iron Man.
Yeah,
I was talking about the comic book character.
I also do like Iron Man and Robert Downey Jr. They're not my favorite, but they're cool.
He is. I like Robert Downey Jr. Have you seen Zodiac with Jake Gyllenhaal,
Yes.
Robert Downey Jr. and what's his name? The dude that plays the Hulk in the MCU.
Oh yeah, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo.
I do believe. Let me look it up. 2017 film.
No, it's like 2005 probably.
No, it's 2007. My bad. I saw the 7 and I was like 2017.
Well, I think there's one that came out a couple years ago.
I don't think I've seen this.
Dude, it's so good. If you like, do you like psychological thriller type stuff?
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's so good. You gotta see it. I downloaded a podcast where they talk about the Zodiac killer. I think it may just be called. Let's see. Oh no, it's called Monster, the Zodiac Killer, and I have yet to listen to the first episode. I've had it queued up. I listened they had like 2 trailer episodes. I listened to both of those. I have so many podcasts, and I know I don't even have as many as you, so I don't understand how you keep up with yours.
I have 25 currently.
Yeah, why?
No, I'm subscribed to 25. I have.
I know. I understood what you were saying.
Well, 3 of them are ours, so minus 3. One of
That's
them
still 22.
One of them doesn't produce anything anymore because it's the Nerd Sync podcast. One of them's over.
Why are you still subscribed to the Nerd Sync
In
podcast?
case he puts out something I can listen to.
He's not going to.
I know, but I have hope.
I'm pretty sure he said I'm not going to.
I know, and I watched the video where he was like, "I'm not doing this." So I need to go through and clean it up. I might do that today after I run the rest of my errands. So
I mean, you could literally do it while you're walking out the door. It takes 5 seconds.
fine, I'll just do it now, Ryan. I'll just purge all my podcasts, unsubscribe to everything. Done.
Good. But yeah, so you have, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 18, so I mean, I have a decent amount too. But I mean, I don't know. That's a lot. You have like 7, but you have 20. So you only have, 4 more than me?
Yeah.
Which is a lot. I have this thing where I don't know this. I don't know what this says about me, but I can't have like the way my podcast app is set up, it does like little bricks. It's kind of like the tiles in the Microsoft Windows phones and stuff. And I can't have like an uneven. There can't be a
Yeah.
It's not really uneven because I have. Well, yeah, I guess it is uneven.
Do you?
There can't be like a black space
Yeah.
where a podcast could be basically.
So you do the small grid then?
Is there another option?
Yeah, you could do small or large grid.
What does it say? Oh, show small grid. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. No, I do the. Hold on. I do the large grid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I have to. I feel like I'm not explaining this very well. Like,
the app is Pocket Cast. So if you use Pocket Cast or you want to look up a picture of Pocket Cast, that's what we're talking about. It has the little squares that look like wheat thins that have the podcast on there, and it shows you how many episodes that you haven't listened to, or the new episodes that have come out since you subscribed to it. And as you scroll, they're in rows of 3. So
yes.
if there's one that doesn't have something under it, it will have a black box, and that's what he's talking about.
Like if there's a row of 3, if there's only a row of 2 or a row of 1, basically, I can't have that. It drives me insane.
So you go subscribe to.
And I just go subscribe. I subscribe to the Vergecast, which they talk about like technology and stuff. I have not listened to an episode. There's 3 I haven't listened to, and I was just kind of trying to find another podcast to fill out that square. I don't know. I don't know what that says about me, but whatever.
Try out the Infinite Monkey Cage. It's from BBC Radio. You might like that. You can listen to whatever episode you want. They talk about different things. It's 2 Brit dudes, and they get like a panel of people. Like one of their most recent episodes is how to build a bionic human. Some of the ones I've enjoyed.
Think I'm some kind of a nerd or something?
Maybe. I mean, I really enjoy it. It's they did an episode about volcanoes, antibiotics, the secret life of birds, different stuff like that. The mind versus the brain. Are we living in a simulation? So I really enjoy their episodes. So just throwing it out there for anybody that wants to listen to it. You know, the infinite.
I don't know if you've heard about this, but there's a Ron Burgundy podcast. Do you like Anchorman?
Yes.
Yeah, you should listen to that.
Okay. I
feel like this is kind of going off the rails a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
So Overwatch versus Apex Legends.
Yeah, you want to try? I mean, we don't have to do that. You want to though?
I mean,
there are some.
Let's do it. Why not? So, Overwatch versus Apex Legends. Obviously, a strong topic right now because people that are playing Overwatch are going to play Apex Legends, and people that play Apex Legends might play Overwatch in the future. Who knows? I mean, we were Overwatch players, and now I don't even think about the game. I see the updates and the skins and the stuff that's happening, yada yada. But I'd much rather load up Apex Legends and win and lose and have fun in there rather than get super salty tilted playing Overwatch, which is. Man, that game pisses me off.
Excuse
sometimes.
me. I had to sneeze.
Oh, well. Okay.
I don't know why. I don't know why I even say anything about that.
Well, you know, at least you got the sneeze out of your body and it didn't explode.
Out of my body?
Yeah, just, you expelled the sneeze. Chew. You know.
Where else would it go? Inside? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then you start
That's
sneezing.
Disgusting.
You start sneezing inside of your lungs. That wouldn't be good.
No, you get all kinds of gunk in there. So obviously they're both hero-esque shooters. One of them is more of like I guess is it MOBA? Is League of Legends in that? Is that MOBA?
Correct.
Okay, and then the other one's a battle royale. The first thing, honestly, I think that Apex Legends is there just seems to be way less toxicity, and maybe it's because it's a new game, but I really do feel like Respawn is trying to tone it down with things like it lets you kind of hover over the hero that you want. You pick in an order. It really encourages following the same person and keeping in a group.
Yeah, I was gonna
although
say,
you don't have to.
Apex Legends teaches you more about teamwork than Overwatch ever will because
What's gonna work? Teamwork.
Exactly, because you have to stay together as a team in Apex Legends because I'm going to give some hard facts here.
Hard facts.
Hard facts. None of us are legends. Like
You bastard.
Like we're not Ninja. We're not Shroud. Insert other professional, amazing, really good players here. We're not them. Do we have the destiny to become them? Maybe if we've practiced.
I don't.
But right
what
now,
what are you trying to say?
This is becoming an inspirational speech, and we have to no. So, just know that you got to stay with your team. You can't go solo off. And I'm more or less saying this out loud for myself because I am known to.
Oh my gosh!
Gallivant around by myself.
So yeah,
and be like, hey, I'm all the way. I know we're in the slums, but I'm in the water treatment plant in the.
Like I do that. I know I do that sometimes too. But was you every time?
Every time.
Jordan. Okay, so Jordan runs off, and like I said, I do that. But all of a sudden, you're just here. I'm down.
That was actually a perfect representation. Because sometimes, you're like, okay, I'm going to try to kill this person. And then all those sounds
their
happen.
team actually stayed together.
Exactly. So, in Apex Legends, you really
I'm trying to get him to actually speak, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Because instead of being like, okay, on me, he goes, I'm dead.
If you listen to those backwards and convert them into numbers and then use those numbers on a graph, you'll get my geographical location.
Okay, and you also found the Zodiac Killer.
Exactly. But, yeah, sometimes when I'm in a gunfight, I'm like, hey, on me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess they're not taking time to look at where I'm at on the map, and I could just use the ping system.
Sometimes that works. I mean, that's definitely better than making
noises and not speaking.
And at all. Sounds like like a lunatic.
Yeah, sometimes I do forget how to speak in Apex Legends because in Overwatch,
it's actually really funny.
Yeah, because in Overwatch, oh, it hurts to laugh. My head. In Overwatch, you can be like, hey, they're on point, they're on cart, they're behind this building, and it's not like a million buildings. It's like...
That's true. You can be very specific.
They are obviously this point on the map because they're not here. They're obviously to your left. And it's a very clear point. Hey, they are going to flank from this area. They're
and there is even like specific maps. You can have specific buildings that have names. Like they're in the I can't think of it. The security room, exactly. Or they're in the Hearthstone. Or you can't be in the Hearthstone Tavern. That's the spawn. If they're there, you probably know it.
Exactly. But in Apex, it's like, hey, they're in the third building from the right with the half-open garage door.
Like, I don't know if that'll work that well.
Exactly.
Are there more than one is there more than one building in that area with a half-open garage door, or is it just that one?
I think there's at least two. I think there's honestly probably three, but I know there's two for sure.
Okay. Yeah. I need to work on figuring out where you are when you say on me. I need to work on that.
Yeah, exactly,
I know I do.
Because to me that makes sense, but also
obviously.
I just say that because it's quicker than saying, hey, here's all this description, like, to where this location is, rather than just saying...
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, honestly.
So, but also, that's just how my brain works. Like, I'll give too much description, and then, like, the information will just get jumbled up in there. Sometimes it's very hard to convey, hey, they are at this point, they're running around this point, especially with the way the numbers work and all that in Apex. So it does have a number... system that are essentially a compass at the top of the screen, and so you can say, hey, they're running 245, whatever that is, okay, well, now they're going this direction, they're, especially with the way people can move in that game, it's just everybody can climb walls, and some people like Pathfinder have, they can get pretty much anywhere. Same thing with Wraith, she can just dance around like a tracer, sort of a thing. So it's some people, you could tell your teammate, hey, they were right here, and now they're not, and they could come.
I got to.
Go ahead.
I play a lot of Wraith. I probably play more Wraith than any character, but I really her one of her abilities is you kind of go invisible and you can't be damaged. But her ultimate, you create like a path, like it's kind of like Symmetra, except you have to actually run and create it, and wherever you physically ran, it creates a warp hole, like a wormhole type deal. But you can be hurt when you're doing that. I have like this tendency that I really need to quit. I know I do. I think I'm getting better, but I don't know. But it's not good, not because they can still see you.
You can
like they can see like your trail.
You can use your Q ability while you're using your alt. So
Q is my ult.
Okay, you can use your
yeah, I know, I understand that. Yeah, but that only lasts for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but if it's like at the beginning of your push of you using your alt, you could push that, use it so they can't see you, and then maybe you could get around a corner and something. That's what I've seen some people do.
But the ult is not meant to escape. Is what I'm trying to say, and I need to stop trying to do it like that because I get shot in the back of the head like every time. Yeah. I need to use it for pushes or flanks or trying to get out of the storm. But if they can see me, there's no point in using it because it's fairly obvious where you are because you leave this trail, and I got to get better at that.
I will say I'm getting better at. I need to practice. So I play Pathfinder in Apex Legends. He's the robot, has a grapple, and I need to practice He can use his grapple to grab people, and I've been doing it off and on, but I need to practice it more because
I think that's one of the, if not the least important thing about his kit.
Exactly.
I don't think anybody's worrying about that.
It's definitely not like the most important, but I have noticed that I don't know if not a lot of people use it or if it's just confusing to people, but closing that distance between two people really it kind of confuses them. You can tell because just looking at them and grappling them and then pulling them close to you, and then you can just unload that like point blank into them.
So does it count as just two melees? Like the grappling hook is a melee, and when you get to them and punch them, is that a melee or damage wise?
I don't think it actually damages them. I think it just I think it just pulls them to you. It just closes that gap between
Stuck a grappling hook in my chest. I think I'd take some damage.
Yeah, exactly. My first thought was like, this is like insane because I did it last night. I pulled somebody to me and shot them twice with a peacekeeper, and they died or they got knocked down. And I was like, well, that was cool. So
yeah, I haven't seen anybody use that on Twitch or anything, but it is very cool. That's I kind of think Pathfinder's problem is most people, it seems, don't use half of his kit. They never use that. They never use the scanner. They pretty much only use the grappling hook and the zip line.
Exactly.
Those are the only two things they use.
Yeah, and his thing is the scanning is super, super important, honestly. I think that's his most important.
I don't think it is. Really?
What do you think?
No, I mean, I've watched Shroud plays a lot of Pathfinder, Summit plays a lot of Pathfinder, and they're like, I just don't. It's not. I don't know. I've never seen them use it once.
They just use him for his mobility, then, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Which is, if you can see some crazy swings on that with that grappling hook. It's like Widowmaker on steroids.
Exactly. It is a very satisfying feeling to be able to get some places. We were playing with one of our friends, and I was like, okay, I grappled over here. There's a dude on this building. And we grapple to the side of a building, and we're looking inside the window, and this guy just looks up, and he looks over, and he just, like, runs outside. And obviously we can't hear them, but I assume the voice comms go something like this. Guys, there's people on the window outside. Richard, what are you talking about? There's people on the window outside. Ah! And it was that was a fun little team fight.
I was playing with another one of our friends, and he got knocked down, and I was running towards him. I was like, I got you, man, I got you. I'm on the way. And I got halfway there, and I threw not a concussion, a frag, and it like hit the dude in the head, and like bounced off and blew up and knocked him.
That's
And
hilarious.
what?
I said that's hilarious.
It was hilarious. Bump was just kept laughing. He laughed like the rest of the time we played. He's like, that's like the funniest thing I've seen in this game yet.
That is funny. And see that these experiences are something that I don't have in Overwatch anymore because I feel it's a much more personal experience. Come on, brain. For me, it's a much more personal experience in Apex Legends because it's 3-man squads. You know, you don't have it's you, it's your friends, or it's you and a friend and a random. It's not your 2 friends and you got 4 randoms. You know, because it's easy to get a couple friends together to play a game. It's really hard to get 6 people all together to play a match in Overwatch. You know, different schedules, lifestyles, etc., different stuff like that. And also, this is Apex Legends to me at the moment is just more fun because it's just, I don't know. There's something about it that's just very,
Here's the
very
thing:
enjoyable.
there's no rank system, which honestly, if not handled right, can make a community very, very toxic, as it's done with Overwatch.
Exactly. You're not a top whatever, blah, blah, blah. How many hours do you have on this hero? What's your... It's like, I just like Junkrat, man. Like, you know? It's like, well, you play...
I'm not a Junkrat main. How many hours? I don't want to talk about it.
I don't know, 50. Like, it's like, but why are you playing May then? It's like, I can play whatever I want. This is a video game, and I'm not a semi-pro or a pro. I can play any hero I want, boss. So...
But I understand that gets incredibly annoying because it annoys me.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
If you're, if you sat on your butt and you didn't pick, and, would need a tank, and no one's picked a tank, maybe since you didn't pick,
Exactly.
you should pick a tank, or,
Yeah.
And I also understand that you don't always want to do that, but you should, try at least to, feel for the team. But you don't really have to do that in Apex because the abilities and stuff are good, but they're not really what define the game. More than anything, the game is about like your aim and your positioning.
Exactly. The abilities are just sprinkles.
Exactly.
To add to the wonderful ice cream sundae or whatever dessert, whatever meal or food.
I like a nice banana pudding.
Oh, those are good.
I might have talked about this. Have I ever told you that I like hot banana pudding? Because nobody else seems to like it.
No, I 100% agree with you. I enjoy hot banana pudding.
I like the bananas and the graham crackers are like melting almost.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I also enjoy hot Kool-Aid, but a lot of people think that's weird.
Oh, you're a monster.
Yeah, people think it's
You like
weird.
hot, like you put your Kool-Aid in the microwave?
No, a coffee maker?
Oh my gosh, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You just ruined some coffee maker.
Yeah, well, I only did it a couple times, and then I realized I don't actually need a coffee maker because I don't drink coffee. So I just started.
Well, you need it for your Kool-Aid.
Well, yeah, I mean, I enjoy hot Kool-Aid. I really do. It's nice.
It's refreshing. You almost said it's refreshing.
I almost did say it was refreshing. Oh man, the left side of my brain just hurt. I just want to take a drill and put it to my temple and then turn my head over.
Maybe you take something like some.
I did.
Cold and sinus medicine.
I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to go pick up some. I saw this commercial for like some Alka-Seltzer with something in it.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Yep. So I might try that. I don't know. I feel like this is gonna turn into a Apex Legends 2 podcast. Like just us just hyping up Apex Legends more.
Well, and comparing it to other battle royales, I've never really been able to get into them, and I know that is at least partially. And this is something that they did right, I believe. They made it free to play,
Exactly.
Which makes the barrier to entry, if you have a console or computer, you can play it, I didn't have to pay $60. Like, I wanted to play Blackout, but no one that I knew played Blackout. And I didn't want to ask them, hey, man, you want to drop $60? Or even $30 for the other...
yeah. The expansions, the zombies and the...
Yeah, the zombies and the Blackout, thank you.
And I will say...
It's way lower barrier to entry.
It is. And I used to do that. I used to ask my friends, hey, get this. Or I used to be the guy, my friends were like, hey, so-and-so and so-and-so got this. Get this too. Perfect example. I bought Arma 3. I spent like $80 on it to get whatever. I can't even name all the crap I bought in it because my friends were like, okay, you need this and that. I'm like, whatever, I'll buy it. And we had another friend that was doing a private server, and I played maybe 2 days, and then just life happened, whirlwinds, yada yada, and then we just stopped playing together. And it was kind of just like I spent $80, had like a couple days worth of fun, and then I was just out of $80. And it's just in my Steam library, and it's like,
why did you stop playing it?
I honestly don't know. I think another game came. We kind of just like played it, and then because all of our schedules are just very, very different. 2 of them are going to school, one of them works a full-time job, and then there's me that just does a bunch of podcast stuff with work and everything, my other hobbies and everything like that. So we just couldn't get our schedules matched back up to actually play together because Arma 3 is like a very realistic army game where you have a squad and a platoon and all the other.
Did that game have a battle royale mod?
I'm sure it did. I honestly don't know. Whoever ran the server had like all these different mods on it and stuff, and it was actually a really cool experience the way everything happened. It was, you just need a bunch of friends to play it, and then all of our schedules didn't match up anymore. So it was just kind of $80 out. So I know from both standpoints, from me buying a game to asking friends to buy a game, where you stop playing the game or they stop playing the game, and then you kind of just like like that sucks. Kind of like with Apex Legends, with at least it's free. You can. I got a friend that downloaded it, and she's like, we can play sometime. I'm like, sweet, that's awesome. It's super easy to get your friends into it. All you got to do is download it. Make sure they have enough space on their hard drive and different stuff. I did see something that was kind of funny. It was an Instagram post, like a sponsored ad for Fortnite, and it was like, come back. We're giving a free battle pass for this season or whatever, and I was like, ooh, burn.
I think I got an email about that.
Yeah, they're trying to.
I played like 2 games of Fortnite.
Yeah, they're trying to get their people back from Apex, and it's just.
I'm sure Fortnite will be fine.
Oh, I'm sure, 100%. It's just, I don't know. I do keep thinking about Overwatch because there are things in Overwatch I like.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is not. I will more than likely go back to Overwatch. I'm not saying I'll abandon Apex, but
exactly. I would happily put Overwatch into the rotation if Capture the Flag competitive was an always, or just Capture the Flag, any mode, either or. If that was always a thing in arcade, I'd play Overwatch at least once a day. Like, I'm kind of just, I don't really care about competitive because I'm never gonna be a semi-pro or a pro. Don't have the time.
No, but you don't have to be you don't have to be
a pro.
A pro to care about competitive. I mean, even grandmasters aren't professionals.
Good point. True.
Like the top 500 players, some of them are the only people. I mean, if those are the only people that cared about competitive, though, Overwatch would be as dead as the memes say it is.
I guess I never actually thought of it like that. That's a very good point. That's how it is. So it's one of those things that, and personally, Overwatch has never done anything to me personally that has made me dislike it at all. They've done some character changes and stuff, but they have tons of characters. They're just trying to balance them all. They're just trying to do their best to make everybody happy, and it's really hard to do when you have to.
Well, you can't do that. That's impossible.
Exactly.
That's just straight up impossible. I do like the Overwatch League. I was watching some of it. I watched Philadelphia beat London, which was cool. That was like a rematch. Philadelphia kind of wiped the floor with them, 3-1. And I do like how they're doing that. It's high production. They got a bunch of cities represented. They have jerseys and they have announcers. But and that it's doing as I stood on my way through the sentence. It's doing well numbers wise. It seems on Twitch. Actually, my ESPN app sent me a notification that the Overwatch League was on ESPN 3.
That's so cool. Like, I was wondering if anybody. It's actually, I've heard it was out there in the wild, but it's really cool that the app is telling people about it. I need to see when Atlanta Reign is going to play and see what they're going to be doing this season, because that's my team now since I live relatively close to Atlanta. So I figured, why not?
So you're just going to abandon your boys?
Well, they all got fired. So
you don't care about the team. You just cared about the bums on the team.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, I watched Florida Mayhem because of Swoosh. Like, I really liked him as a person. His glasses were cool. He did really cool Winston plays. I mean, a couple of them, or not a, two, Saya Player and Awesome Guy are still on Florida Mayhem's regular roster. Tavik is now on Florida Academy, or sorry, Mayhem Academy, which
So he got kicked down.
I don't know how that works, but yeah,
He got
sure.
demoted.
Exactly. And I don't know where Logic is. I think he might be. Who knows? I can't remember where all they went. But it's just I was watching for the people. I really wasn't watching for the team as a whole because, as people know, Florida Mayhem did not do very hot.
Oh, they're statistically, I believe they were the worst performing professional sports team of all time.
You forget about the Shanghai Dragons.
No, yeah, I'm sorry. Shanghai, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's who it is, because they went like, I don't know how many they lost, but they didn't win a single game.
No, not at all. And the whole team has been disbanded for the Shanghai Dragons.
Yeah, they had like, I don't know, it seemed like they had like one good player.
I don't think they won any matches at all.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Yeah.
They might have won a map or two, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't win any matches.
That poor team. But yeah, I was really just watching Overwatch League, obviously, because I was into Overwatch at the time, and I still am, but not as deep as I used to be. I used to watch, 4 different videos from 4 different people, and they were all covering the same thing, but I wanted to get different people's perspectives, and I'd follow the Twitter and read the Reddit and yada yada, and yeah. Now I'm just like, let's load up the game, play it, shoot some grenades at people, and see if we can climb this rank. But it's definitely not on my list. Like
I feel like Apex Legends is the game that so many people have been waiting for or were waiting for.
I think what worked for them is there was no hype, there was no dishype. It was just, here it is.
Well, I think it was somebody at Respawn spoke about that. They said something to the effect of, we are a free-to-play, microtransactions-based battle royale game published by EA.
Yep.
We wanted to avoid the maelstrom of crap that would have come down if people heard that EA was making that kind of game.
Exactly, which is nice. They put that out there. Hey, this is what's coming. Didn't say anything else.
Well, they didn't say anything until that was their entire point.
Yeah,
they didn't say anything,
which worked because this came out, and until people brought it up that it was EA, I forgot that it was EA, and I wasn't worried that it had.
I'm sure a lot of people did too.
And now I've spent, what is it, $25, and I feel that that's well deserved. They didn't.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you have the money to give them, I wouldn't blame you at all.
Nobody twisted my arm. I figured, I can. Excuse me, I'm good on groceries. I paid all my bills. I got $25 extra. Let's give it to them because why not? Because I feel honestly they deserve it, and they want to, and that's how, you always hear vote with your wallet. And I want this game to be around for a while. And so I was like, $25? Sure, why not? Could I have grinded to get the stuff I wanted? Sure, no problem. But it's one of those things where it's, for me, I love video games so much. I'll buy video games, I'll try out free stuff, and I really, really love cosmetics. Y'all know this. I really do love cosmetics in games. So if I can pay money to get cosmetics, heck yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is one of the games, the first time in a long time that I was like, you can have my money. Like, for in-game currency, sure. Usually I'm like, microtransactions, no thank you, not going to do it. Because with this, it was just, I liked the fact that I could buy in-game currency, and it wasn't just towards loot boxes. It was, you can buy this in-game currency, use this in-game currency to buy skins that you want. So I just used it to buy the 2 Valentine's Day stuff that came out. And it was so cool. I didn't have to be like, okay, I'm going to spend $40 and hope I get something I want out of this loot box. Please, 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 please. Because I did that during Overwatch, during the, the Blackwatch event. I spent $40. I really wanted that somber skin. Opened however much $40 gets you in loot boxes. Didn't get the skin.
I
Got
never get anything I want in Overwatch, skin-wise.
and I didn't get the skin. I got just enough credits to buy the skin though. The Talon Sombra skin I wanted so bad.
Oh, man, I do not like that skin.
I know. I love it so much. I think I had like 3,010 coins or something. It was just enough to buy it. And I was like, you mean I opened $40 worth of boxes from this
It's
event?
pretty bad.
And I was like, I was so like devastated and kind of pissed. I was just like, what the crap? Like, I wanted this skin. But in Apex, they're like, hey, you want this skin? Use crafting materials. Or, we put this super special skin for in the shop. Okay, cool. So it doesn't feel like
there's no the fact that there's no duplicates is so nice.
And after, I think it's just before, if you're going to open your 30th Apex Legend pack or Apex pack, and you haven't got a legendary out of 29 packs, and you are opening number 30, you are guaranteed to get a legendary.
I don't know if I've ever gotten a legendary.
Which you're probably getting up there soon, probably, which is awesome because it has that. It has different names: bad luck generator, RNG. It has like a bad luck safe sort of a thing, so that if you're opening packs and you're not getting something that, you'll get a legendary. Hopefully, it's not for the Mozambique, but if it is, it's a legendary. Maybe they should just take the Mozambique out of the game, but that's fine. I'm sure it's someone.
Every game can be good. Not every gun can be good, Jordan.
I know it can be good. Mozambique.
No. You misunderstood me.
Oh, sorry.
Not every gun needs to be good.
Oh yeah, 100%. I 100% agree with that. I think that's what also adds to Apex Legends. Yeah, Overwatch. All their heroes are super unique. They're tons of different playstyles. In Apex Legends, there's so many playstyles you can do, with down to the characters and their abilities, to all the guns you can do. From each match to each match, you can have a completely different experience based on the guns that you get. Like what Ryan was saying. It's all, the characters are awesome. The maps are really cool. That's one thing. Let me do a side tangent, and I'll get back to my main thought. When you're in each location in the map, it's a contained area. When I say that, it doesn't feel like you're in this spot on this big part of the map. It feels like you're in this space. It's like its own little map inside of this big, huge map. And you don't think about, all the other stuff outside. You're thinking this little space that you're in. It's just so well designed that it's like its own little ecosystem together, which is just a really cool feeling. And it's like Ryan was saying, it goes back to gunplay. You could have one match where you have a sniper rifle and a shotgun, and the next match you could have a submachine gun and like a wingman, stuff like that. So each match you go through is a completely different gaming experience, because you don't know what guns you're going to pick up. You don't know what attachments you're going to get. You might only have a couple bullets for this gun and a ton of bullets for this one. Maybe you don't get good armor this game and different stuff like that. And so it's just I like how exhilarating it can be, like the ups and downs of, am I going to get a legendary weapon this match? Am I going to make it to top 10? Where's the bubble going to be this time? Am I going to hit the drop ship and get some good loot? Or are we going to
Probably not.
Probably not.
Going to miss it like I did. Everybody, I was the jump master a couple days ago. And the way I did it, they both landed on it, but somehow I flew off the side, so I didn't land on the dropship with them. I can't wait. Even more than I think I was ever possibly for Overwatch. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been out for nearly 3 years or something like that now. But I'm super excited for the new weapons, new gear, new characters. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that stuff. Can't wait to see what new abilities these characters are gonna have. And that kunai that Wraith has is so cool. Oh my gosh!
I forgot the percentage of getting that, but
it's so low.
It is, but you can get it, which is awesome. I watched a video on YouTube, and I think this is correct. If I remember where to find it, I'll link it for y'all. But he opened 500 Apex packs, and he got 3 of those sets for Wraith. So just keep opening packs. I'm sure you'll get it. Maybe the RNG gods will bless you because they know you really like their time manipulating Wraith. Which is, I am curious as to
Does it
why.
manipulate time? What you talking about?
She travels through. I'm pretty sure she manipulates
No,
time.
she's not Tracer. That's Tracer.
I know.
She goes into a different dimension.
Which is really cool. I am curious. I won't. Yeah, the lore is not really important in Apex Legends. I'm sure it is to some, but I am curious.
I don't even know if there is lore.
There's a little bit.
The lore is it's go play Titanfall. That's the lore.
Oh, okay. I am curious as to why Wraith got the special weapon set as opposed to another character.
Because kunai is the easiest thing to think of, probably.
Oh, okay. In my head, I'd worked up this thing of maybe she's like the main character, or who knows.
Wow, you're thinking way too deep.
I am.
I was actually imagining others. There probably will be other sets similar.
So, I love Overwatch, but I also love Apex Legends, and that's okay. You can love 2 video games that are vastly different, but
I don't know how much I love Overwatch right now.
When I say I love Overwatch, I love the game. And when I say I love the game, this is like layers, like one of those Russian nesting dolls.
Like onions?
Like an onion. Yep, Overwatch is an onion. I love the things the onion can create. The fan art, the cool videos, the great skins.
I love the gameplay. The gameplay is by far the best part. It's some of the best gameplay I've legitimately ever played in a video game.
It is fun. The team fights are fun. I hate the toxicity. Like when the onions make you cry. Hate that. This onion analogy has gone on too long.
No, it's not long enough. You need to keep going. See how many layers deep you can go.
So sometimes, the onion isn't what you want it to be. So, you got to make it into onion rings. And you got to dip it into some fry sauce, which are, the cosmetics. And it turns out pretty yummy. There's some yummy.
So the onion... Wait, no, that would be like the onion being rotten, but it looks good.
Exactly.
You're like, okay, I don't actually like this, but at least it's pretty. I don't know if that's kind of sad.
Exactly. That's how I feel about Overwatch sometimes. Sometimes I don't like it. Sometimes it doesn't taste good because of the toxicity. But at least it's pretty.
The game, man, that's another thing. Apex, the gameplay also feels amazing. I love the momentum based sliding down hills and climbing up stuff. I know there's no Titans, there's no wall riding or anything like that, but the gameplay feels so fast and fluid.
If you want to feel good, pick Pathfinder. Get a good old grapple onto a tree, swing around a corner, put a grappling hook somewhere it's definitely not supposed to be, and then swing off of that and swing around the corner. It's very satisfying. You feel like a 2038 Tarzan. It's a great feeling.
Is that when this game is based?
No, I just made up that time period. I have no clue when this game is based. Don't know. Never played Titanfall. Probably.
It's like based 30 years after Titanfall 2, I think. Man, go play Titanfall 2 if you haven't played that game. I'm sure you can probably get it for super cheap, and it's a great game.
Don't tell me what game to play. I don't want to.
I'm just saying. I was kind of not talking to you, but
that's the whole thing we're doing right here. Is you talking to me? That's the entire concept.
Who do you think you're talking to? Are you recording this or something?
Are we supposed to be? We're just in a Skype call. This is just our morning conversation before we go have brunch.
Oh man, I'm gonna get some lunch here in a little while. I don't know about. It's a little late for brunch. I think it's like 11:30.
It's almost.
I don't know.
Noon.
What time do people eat brunch?
I have no clue.
Well, you work at a restaurant. Do y'all not serve brunch?
Yeah, but on Sundays, downstairs, not upstairs.
Oh, and you work.
I work upstairs.
And you never go downstairs? Is that where the plebes are?
Kind of. They serve fried food down there, so they're like, and they eat with their.
That's what the place to be.
Their food is pretty banging. It's but yeah, upstairs is like white linens and double wine glasses, and everybody gets 2 forks, and
That sounds horrible.
yeah,
That sounds atrocious.
It's definitely not somewhere. I'm a foodie and I'm a food snob, and I really enjoy food. Everything from fried to fancy. But man, I hate working in a fine dining restaurant. It's like, I think it's literally giving me cancer.
Dude, so check this out. I've been kind of looking around for jobs lately, and Hallmark. There's a Hallmark store where I live for some reason.
Are you gonna write Hallmark cards?
No, it's not. But I was like, okay, I'll check this out because it said something about they were hiring, and apparently it was like for the position to go to like other stores that sell Hallmark cards, Hallmark cards like Walmart or CVS or wherever, and put the cards out. And I watched this introduction video. It's just so funny. It's like, I'm proud to be a card distributor. No, you're not. Shut up. You hate your life.
Oh my
You're
God.
45. Why are you doing this? You should have gone to school.
I feel like there's people that get picked on when they're stocking stuff in a store.
Oh,
the
yeah,
bread man.
I have to fight you.
I mean, the bread man would definitely fight you, or bread woman. But if you're stocking cards in a Walgreens or something, I'm not gonna do this obviously because I'm a good person. But I might think about pushing you over and laughing at you.
You might get beat up.
I might. I mean, they might be doing.
And then you're gonna have a story about how you got beat up by the card man at CVS.
And this wasn't trading cards either. He didn't take my blue eyes and pick his teeth with it or nothing. It wasn't nothing that serious.
My blue eyes, Kaiba, you bastard!
That old man, he should have just pulled out a gun and be like, Kaiba, this is a gun. I'm gonna shoot you now. End of the anime.
How was he not? Man, we are going on tangents here. But that man had the only set of Exodia and one of 4 blue eyes. What's he hiding? What's going on here? Is he a kingpin?
Yeah. Probably. I mean, think about it. And then Pegasus wants him. I feel like Pegasus secretly worked.
A lot of Pegasus wants everybody.
Yeah, Pegasus is an interesting little man.
What is the name of his wife?
I don't know.
Like Elizabeth or something? No,
sure,
that's the name of of Sanford's son's wife.
That sounds
Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. You know that guy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, give her a generic name. I'm sure she has one.
It's bothering me now that I don't know. Okay, I have to look this up. Hold on.
Look it up. I don't know what Pegasus' wife's name is.
Or is it? It's like, is it like a Celia? I don't know, something. Pegasus.
Let's name her Becky.
No, hold on. Cecilia. Holy crap, I was right.
Oh my gosh, he was right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There's something. It says there's a link here that says Pegasus is between 24 and 31.
He's definitely creepier and older than that.
He's young. If you go back and watch the anime, he's definitely young.
I know he's young. I was trying to make a joke.
It just seems like he's 60.
Yeah, how he's creepy and old. Yugi boy.
Yugi boy.
Oh my gosh, Pegasus. I remember I bought like 3 of his trial decks.
Oh yeah, I bought probably every trial deck I could find when I was that age.
Exactly. I was gonna say, what am I talking about? I bought everybody's trial deck. I almost bought a trial deck the other day, and I was like, what am I doing? Bad.
So I found, speaking of trading cards, I found probably my new favorite Pokemon channel.
Okay.
And it's called Max Mofo Pokemon.
Oh my gosh, he dethroned Yellow Swellow for you?
Well, I mean, I like Yellow Swallow a lot. This is Max Mofo is a, I guess you could say, controversial YouTuber. He says, I'm sorry?
Is he better than Hello Independent?
Oh my god, everyone is better than that man.
Okay, send me his link and I'll check it out.
He doesn't play, he just opens product.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
I like doing that.
It's just really funny. He curses a lot and just kind of says what he wants. It's really funny. If you like Pokemon and you're not, don't show it to your children because it's Not exactly the most family-friendly content. But I'll send you a link on Discord or something.
Okay, cool. With me moving back in soon, I need to I've moved out all the Pokemon stuff for other information, like about wines and cheeses and crap, so I could do my job.
Oh, he's not going to tell you how to play the game at all, but he'll give you a laugh when he opens up,
That's what I need.
a ball plume and talking about
I need some laughs.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's for. And it's cool. He opened up a pack of Safari.
Whoa. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
it was cool, but at the same time, I'm like, no, don't open it. And then he opened up 10 of this thing called the Pop Series 5.
What the crap is that?
It's something they used to do, apparently. They would give out these packs at tournaments. And I think they stopped doing it around like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But this is like the most sought after pack that they have. $150 a piece. So
Wow.
he spent over $1,000 on these packs. He's like, I definitely should not open these. These are only going to go up in value. And he just opened them, and because there's an Espeon. I think it's like it's one of it's like a shiny Espeon. It's worth like $3,000. That's why the packs are so expensive. And he did not pull anything.
Wow.
It was funny but sad,
I miss opening packs. I can't wait till
I don't. I mean, I like opening up packs, but it's just I can't do it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that like I used to. I used to like buy product and be like bust pack, and I'd be like, why don't I just buy the singles? And
Yeah, singles are where it's at, man.
oh yeah.
Anything else to say about Apex though?
No, my favorite Apex character is Pathfinder. My favorite Overwatch character is Sombra, even though I'm pretty decent at Junkrat, and that's really it. What about you? Got anything?
Yeah, something I kind of forgot to mention. I really like how, although there is random loot placed, all over the place, I like there's these pods,
Supply crates.
supply crates,
Supply
thank you.
boxes, whatever you want to call them.
Scattered around the map, but they're always in the same place, and I really like that.
Yeah, that would also. I think it would make the game not confusing, but it would definitely mess up the flow of the game if they were just always in random places.
I mean, every other battle royale that I know of doesn't have permanent places like that, and there's 1,000 popular, or not 1,000. There's, PUBG, and obviously Fortnite is massive, and I'm not aware of it having any the supply crates that are always in the same place. They
I like the little.
It might though. I don't know. I haven't played
Maybe.
Fortnite in forever.
I like
they have those chests. Do what?
I like the balloons.
Oh yeah. The balloons are awesome.
They're like grapple balloons you can get up on, and it shoots you, rockets you up to the tippity top of them, and then it activates your rockets when you hit a certain altitude, and then you can glide around the map to get to places faster, or get to higher places if you wanted to.
Yeah, I like how they had that at launch too. I think Fortnite has something like that now, but they didn't have. They definitely didn't have it at launch.
Exactly.
I just like the movement. That's the main thing I didn't like about Fortnite is it feels like you're walking around in mud to me, and this feels like you're walking around in grease lightning, as Steve Irwin would say.
Exactly, and I like the bee-boobs. Finding those is fun.
Why do you? So you're talking about like the pinatas?
The pinatas.
That's what I call them.
Robotic
Why
pinatas.
bee-boobs?
I don't know. I think
Just because they're robots? Is that robot racist?
Yeah, I think I started calling them Lifeline's little bot bee-boop, and so now I just call all robots in Apex Legends bee-boop.
Wow, that's racist, man.
I mean, it's 100% racist. Yes, I do not.
What about your boy
Pathfinder?
Wally, or whatever his name is, Chappie?
Claptrap?
Chappie.
Oh yeah, I don't like that movie at all.
I don't think anybody does.
There's a petition. So the guy that made the movie,
Neil Blomkamp.
Yeah, and the guy that did Apex Legends, they were talking on Twitter, and they're like, that's a different possibility that we can get a Chappie Pathfinder skin. I'm like, why? I don't care about this.
They're not making everything for you, Jordan.
No, that's the only reason I'm playing this game, because they're making everything for me.
Oh, I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you getting any proceeds or
No.
what? No?
No. But if you want to give us some proceeds, we got a Patreon, patreon.com/oneupme. You're more than welcome to support the podcast there.
Nice.
So, That's really it. I'm gonna
It's
maybe
such a nice segue. And you just, I don't know. That was funny. You gave up on it.
I did because we got to wrap this up. I might not edit out some of this stuff, but I might. So,
You better edit out when I was coughing like an 85-year-old woman.
Sure, I'll edit out.
They're gonna think I'm dying.
I mean, we're all dying slowly.
Quickly.
That's true. 8-Bit Passion is the music that we intro and outro this podcast with. It's from the Heatley Brothers. Thanks for letting us use that, boys. We also produce a... Oh, yeah, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, we can.
Before I tell them that we do that and it's not true anymore.
Yeah, so I guess I can tell it. So we are planning on, if this changes, we will let you know. But we're getting kind of tired, honestly, of doing the topic podcast when we don't have a topic. It kind of puts unnecessary stress on us.
Like today, for instance.
Yeah, like today. Because I'm still finishing Kingdom Hearts. Jordan's been playing nothing but Apex and work. He's got almost leveled 100 in work, and I've got school, and so the plan is to take kind of the topic episode when we have a topic and merge it together. If y'all can hear my hands clapping together.
Sounds like a nice PB&J to me.
When we need it. So we're always gonna have the news. Oops, I just knocked something. Always knocking stuff. And we're gonna merge it with the topic when we need it. I've said that 3 times now. And then we're gonna try to make it, I think, more conversational, kind of like today.
Exactly. So what's gonna happen is the current RSS feed. I'm going to get a little technical for you guys.
Technicalities.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I don't think that's the same thing.
Sure. So the current RSS feed, wherever you are listening to this will not change. Keep subscribed to this. You can keep sharing this link out to people for people to listen to. One Up My News, that link, it's going to be dead. We're going to stop paying for that RSS feed. Yeah, the older
That's another thing. It costs money.
True. The RSS feed, the other links where One Up My News lived, they'll still be alive. So for some reason, if you want to go listen to those or check out those show notes for any reason, you can. They'll be there because that doesn't cost us money for it to live there. Everything One Up Me will be on this RSS feed. So and none of the publishing dates aren't going to change. Well, maybe we might release on a Monday or a Wednesday. We'll figure that out.
I think we should probably just release on Mondays.
Cool. I'm cool with that. So there you go. It will release on Mondays. It's still going to be on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, Radio Public, Spotify.
Pandora hopefully soon.
Wherever you listen to podcasts.
Except SoundCloud.
Hopefully never going to put my podcast on there. I mean, that's maybe if they paid us, that'd be great. So. Also, Tang, if you're listening, if you want to sponsor me, that'd be great.
Who? Tang.
Yeah, Tang. If you have
He's going to go ahead and say it. Yeah, only person in the world who still drinks Tang. Only person in the world who likes the gummy ships in Kingdom Hearts. Right here in one person. How crazy is that?
Sponsor me. No, really, I had to explain to someone what Tang was the other day, and she's my age. She's like, what's Tang? I'm like, orange space Kool-Aid. She's like, why don't you just drink regular Kool-Aid? And I'm like,
because it's not Tang.
Because it's not Tang. She's like,
that's what. When you upset me so much when you told me that's what your juice was. You're always talking about, I'm gonna go drink some juice. You ain't drinking juice.
That's what she said. She's like, is it even good for you? Is it like juice or something? And I was like, no, it's not.
It's sugar in a bag.
It's actually in one of those like old timey lemonade things, like with the powder. With the
yeah. So you don't get the individual bags. You get like a country time.
They don't make
lemonade.
The individual bags. It's literally just this.
Hold on.
The circle. It's literally just the circle one with the measuring cap on top, or it's like a big boy from like Sam's or something.
I just looked up Tang bag and I'm kind of scared what's going to show up.
That sounds kind of dirty. I'd be careful looking.
I love the 90s like orangutan.
I love Tang, man. It's just good.
Orange
I need to
Tang.
watch Zodiac movie. I might rent that tonight or today.
There's no bag. They don't make bags anymore.
No, it's just the little bundle, little
I'm gonna
bottle
click on the
thing.
shopping link.
Or it's the The big old 22, whatever.
The what?
It's just apparently they make Tang bags in other countries, just not in America.
It says Tang orange drink milk 72 ounce. Drink mix, not drink milk.
Huh. Delicious with breakfast. Okay.
I would not drink this for breakfast. This is not orange
Me neither.
juice.
That would definitely make me throw up. But our podcast Twitter is Wanna Be Podcast.
Does Tang have a Twitter?
I don't know. I should follow them and
then they
tweet
could
them.
sponsor you.
Exactly. Be like, look, I follow you on Twitter. I do this podcast, man. I talk about Tang a lot. I'm promoting y'all. I'm keeping y'all relevant. You know, telling the people.
It
about
blows me
you.
away that that's still a thing.
I mean, I might be single-handedly keeping them alive. If you like Tang, let me know. We can chat it up on Twitter to make them do a different flavor. Maybe that'd be kind of cool, like a grape. You can follow the podcast on Twitter, like I said, Want Me Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter, Jordan, at Aswaylock. You can follow Ryan on Twitter, at Ryan Divisions. All the other social media links are going to be in the description. If you want to email the show on how much you love Tang, your favorite Overwatch character, or anything you want us to cover, questions, comments, concerns, and maybe death threats. Sure, why not?
Not to me.
You can email me. Just make sure you put in the title death threat to Jordan, and I'll read it, and then I'll delete it so that Ryan didn't have to read those mean words. wantoutmepodcast@gmail.com.
I might email you back if you email me a death note.
And make sure I almost made a Death Note joke. But,
Yeah, I didn't mean to say death note.
I was like, yeah, grab that Death Note, you guys. But that doesn't work. It's not a good slogan. Play on. Thanks for listening.
I'm still trying to figure out my intro thing. I don't know. I'm gonna listen to this and see how that all plays out. But bye.